Hidden storage ideas that make this tiny Paris apartment feel surprisingly spacious. There is something wonderfully deceptive about a tiny Paris apartment. From the doorway, this space appears almost impossible to live in comfortably. The walls are close, the rooms are compact, and every piece of furniture seems to have a job. Yet after spending a little time here, another story begins to emerge. The apartment is not actually lacking space, it is simply hiding much of it. When we talk about small apartments, we often focus on measurements. How many square feet? How narrow is the kitchen? How small is the bedroom? But Parisian interiors teach us to look at space differently. The real question is not how much floor area you have, but how intelligently you use every corner. In this apartment, that philosophy becomes the foundation of the entire design. The most successful storage solutions in this home are surprisingly quiet. There are no enormous wardrobes dominating the walls and no shelves overflowing with baskets. Instead, storage disappears into the architecture. Cabinets blend with walls, furniture performs several functions, and awkward corners become useful. This creates something important: visual breathing room. And sometimes, making a room feel larger begins by simply giving your eyes fewer things to process. The entryway is often one of the most neglected areas in a small home. Here, however, even this narrow passage has been treated as valuable real estate. A slim built-in cabinet provides a place for coats, shoes, bags, and everyday essentials without projecting too far into the walkway. The result is subtle but powerful. The entrance remains open and welcoming instead of becoming the first obstacle you encounter. One of the most charming ideas is the use of discrete cabinet doors that resemble part of the wall. Instead of announcing themselves as storage, they quietly disappear into the room. This is especially effective in a Parisian-inspired interior because the cabinetry can be painted in the same muted tone as the surrounding walls. Function remains present, but visually, the room feels calmer and more architectural. Now let's move into the bedroom, where one of the oldest storage tricks becomes especially valuable. The space underneath the bed is often ignored or filled with random boxes. Here it can become organized hidden storage. Seasonal clothing, extra linens, luggage, or rarely used belongings can be placed underneath while remaining completely out of sight. In a small apartment, unused vertical or horizontal space is simply too valuable to waste. The bed itself can become a storage solution without looking industrial or overly practical. A raised platform with integrated drawers can provide generous capacity while maintaining the elegance of the bedroom. This is an important design lesson. Useful furniture does not have to look utilitarian. With thoughtful materials and classic proportions, storage can actually become part of the room's character, rather than something we try to hide. traditional wardrobes can make a small bedroom feel surprisingly heavy. Instead, this apartment benefits from storage that extends almost seamlessly along the wall. By using tall cabinetry and simple fronts, the wardrobe becomes more like an architectural surface. The eye reads one continuous composition rather than several separate pieces of furniture. That visual continuity is one reason the room feels considerably more spacious than its dimensions suggest. Small apartments often have one advantage that is easy to overlook: height. While the floor may be limited, the walls can still offer considerable storage potential. Tall cabinets can reach toward the ceiling, allowing rarely used items to occupy the upper sections. Everyday belongings remain within comfortable reach below. This simple arrangement creates a useful hierarchy, making the apartment more organized without sacrificing valuable walking space. The kitchen is where clever storage becomes particularly important. In a compact Parisian kitchen, every drawer, shelf, and cabinet has to justify its existence. Instead of filling the counters with appliances and containers, the design keeps most necessities behind closed doors. The countertop remains relatively clear, allowing the beautiful materials and traditional details to become the visual focus rather than a collection of household objects. Deep cabinets may appear spacious, but they can quickly become difficult to organize. Drawers offer a different advantage because everything becomes visible when they open. In this kitchen, wide drawers can hold cookware, utensils, plates, or pantry supplies in clearly defined zones. It is a small change in thinking, but it makes everyday life easier. Good storage is not only about capacity, it is also about accessibility. Perhaps the most satisfying storage idea is a narrow pantry integrated into an otherwise ordinary section of cabinetry. From across the room you might never notice it, but behind the door is space for bottles, dry goods, spices, and other kitchen essentials. This is a perfect example of Parisian restraint. The storage performs its job quietly, allowing the room to maintain a sense of elegance. There is another little trick that many homeowners overlook: the area above doors. In a tiny apartment, even this seemingly awkward zone can become useful. A shallow cabinet or carefully designed shelf can store books, seasonal objects, or household supplies. Because it sits above eye level, it does not interrupt the main composition of the room. Suddenly, an area that once did nothing becomes useful storage. The dining area demonstrates another principle. Furniture should ideally perform more than one function. A compact dining table may include drawers or nearby concealed cabinetry for table linens, candles, serving pieces, or everyday accessories. This reduces the need for another storage unit elsewhere. The beauty of multifunctional furniture is that it gives the apartment more possibilities without giving it more clutter. A small bench can also become an unexpected storage opportunity. Imagine a beautifully upholstered seat beneath a window or against a wall, with hidden compartments underneath. From the outside, it looks like a comfortable place to sit. Inside, it can hold blankets, books, shoes, or seasonal belongings. This is exactly the kind of solution that makes a small apartment feel thoughtfully designed rather than simply squeezed into a smaller footprint. Every small apartment has an awkward corner. Perhaps it is too narrow for a standard cabinet or too strangely shaped for conventional furniture. Instead of treating these spaces as problems, this apartment treats them as opportunities. Custom shelving, shallow drawers, or a narrow vertical cupboard can transform an unusable corner into valuable storage. The lesson is simple. Unusual spaces often require unusual solutions, not abandonment. Even the bathroom contributes to the apartment's storage strategy. Rather than adding bulky freestanding furniture, storage can be integrated beneath the sink, inside mirrored cabinets, or within shallow wall niches. Towels, toiletries, cleaning supplies, and everyday necessities can disappear behind clean surfaces. Keeping these small items out of sight has an immediate visual effect, making the bathroom feel calmer, brighter, and more generous. Mirrored cabinets are especially clever because they combine two functions. They provide storage while also helping the room feel visually larger. In a compact bathroom or narrow hallway, a mirror can create the impression of additional depth. The trick is not to use mirrors everywhere, but to place them where they can amplify light and perspective without making the interior feel overly decorated. Another subtle technique is reducing the amount of furniture that sits heavily on the floor. Cabinets with raised bases, slim legs, or wall-mounted designs allow more of the flooring to remain visible. Our eyes interpret that continuity as openness. It is a surprisingly simple visual trick, but in a small Parisian apartment, maintaining uninterrupted floor lines can make the entire space feel lighter. One of the biggest differences between a cramped apartment and a comfortable one is often not the amount of storage, but what remains visible. When counters, tables, and shelves become crowded, even a well-designed room can feel smaller. Here, hidden storage makes it possible to put things away quickly. The goal is not to own nothing. It is to give everything a logical home. This is where good design becomes more than decoration. The best storage solution is not necessarily the one that holds the most possessions. It is the one that makes everyday routines easier. Frequently used items should be close at hand, while seasonal belongings can disappear into higher or less accessible compartments. When storage follows the rhythm of daily life, the apartment begins to feel effortless rather than restrictive. By this point, the secret becomes clear. The apartment has not magically gained additional square footage. Instead, visual clutter has been reduced, furniture has been given multiple roles, and forgotten spaces have been activated. Storage has been integrated into the architecture rather than added afterward. That combination changes our perception. The apartment feels larger because the design allows the eye to move freely from one space to another. There is also something deeply Parisian about this approach. Classic French interiors rarely depend on having enormous rooms to feel elegant. Character comes from proportion, materials, light, restraint, and thoughtful details. This apartment follows the same philosophy. Instead of fighting its compact dimensions, it embraces them. The result feels personal and refined, proving that a small home does not need to imitate a large one to feel luxurious. In the end, the greatest lesson from this tiny Paris apartment is surprisingly practical. You do not always need more space. You need better relationships with the space you already have. A drawer beneath the bed, a cabinet above a doorway, a hidden pantry, or a storage bench can completely change how a home functions. And perhaps that is the real charm of Parisian design, turning limitations into character. When every corner has a purpose and every object has a place, even the smallest apartment can feel remarkably spacious, comfortable, and truly like home.